Atom. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Final one for the week. And I'm over there. Yeah, I'm taking in the Intercol games. The site crashed. Oh wow, really? Well, I don't have that problem. Let me just give you a little glimpse. Hold on. Hold on. Take my time and turn. There we have it. So it can crash all at once. I'm Gucci. See that, Jacqueline? I'm Gucci. So carry on. Anywho's, let me put it back. There should be a logins. What I just did. Anyways, everybody, good morning. We're back at it, and of course, we're ready for the final one for the week. Today is the day. Today is a day. There's so much going on. First, we have well, let me say good morning first. Who's here? Linda Pearl, good morning. Morning, Shantae. You back? You're not going to the stadium? Good morning, Lou. Oh wow, that's a new way. Good morning. Good day, Miss Hottie Hottie, whatever. Good morning. Morning, Rita. Good morning, Jacqueline. Nobody cares about your state right now. Whether you're vexed, you're glad, you're happy, nobody cares. You were having a ball of a time a couple of days ago. Good morning, Jay, the board. Good morning, Stacy. Glendolyn, good morning. Morning, Della. Morning, Lisa. Bonjour. Good morning, Akisha. Good morning, Chris. Morning, Christelle. And everybody else is here. Simone, good morning. Terrence Wells, aka John Strokes, good morning. Terrence, why you're not in the stadium as yet? You ready? I find good morning, Jenny, out there in New York. You, Mr. Terrence, I find you really get bright. Yesterday I passed you on the road with hair. Is your hair in brown or is it blonde? What's going on with you? Hey Kalish, good morning from the UK. Well, good afternoon, the UK time. How you guys do? Y'all good? Queen Bee, good morning. Hi Cohen, good morning. So I'm just practicing when we say the 2024 Intercol champions in the male division, the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, according to Kenroy. The secondary. You're working. Yeah, we got to make that money, right? As much as it's nice to look. Y'all about to make my mascara run today. I'm laughing. I don't know why every time I laugh, water comes from my eye. Can't afford to do that. Morning, Norman. Greetings from Maryland. How's Maryland this morning? So yeah, today, of course, Debbie's always in the room. Her mom will be laid to rest today, so I would not be getting all of the intercall because I have to attend the funeral. But anywho's, morning, we're here until such time. Cindy, how are you? Shout out everybody, whether you're in the US, Canada, the UK, wherever you are right now, powered up, happy Thursday. Is it just me, but this week seemed like it just, like, I was like on speed this week. To me, Monday was like yesterday. And here we are already about to go into another weekend. Hey, Debs, was just telling them about your mom's funeral today. So just want to send some love your way and, best wishes. And of course, going to be there to hold you up. All right. So we got you. Norman, Anushka. Well, look who finally decided to grace us with their presence. Oh, wow. You here? Because you all crashed, right? God works in mysterious ways because I had a lot to say about y'all yesterday. And I'm just waiting on Monday, God's will, to pass you. There's a question mark by Debbie and Kizzy. Well, Jackie at least made her presence felt, even though she dipped in and out, but that was appreciated. But the rest of y'all, Anushka didn't see you. So that means you were for a very short while. You probably dipped in and out. So now that there's no live coverage, y'all are here. Anyways, I want to shout out, where's Sonia? Shout out Boca Secondary School. Because you guys are, oh my gosh, Annalisa, you could stay whatever in your Wadushi, you Miss Kizzy. On Monday, you're going to see Wadushi. Not today. On Monday, by the grace of God, you're going to see Wadushi. So continue coming in and out about Wadushi. Bev, you good? Ellen, morning. Kevon, big up. Well, I'm already ready. As soon as I come off air, it's up the road. So yeah, I want to shout out Annalisa. Annalisa, I saw some folks, past students, saying they were gonna do certain. I really hope you guys do it. I saw somebody said they're gonna do a day pass for her at one of the hotels, and I saw another one offering pedicure or something of the sort. Yeah, she deserves to be pampered. Annalisa is carrying the school on her back, literally. What amazing, amazing talent. What amazing talent. Where did she come from? Wow. I mean, I was like in awe yesterday just looking at her. Hold on, let me see where AHS stand. I don't really know, that's not my business. I'm minding my business. My business is up country, so I ain't really sure what going on with all you down the road. But in the interest of Sonia, you need to do something for Annalisa. That child didn't even break a sweat, and she's a sub junior. She just like glided down. It's like she was on a runway on pageant, according to Kenroy on pageantry. Just gliding down the runway. She she's one to look out for. But hold on, I'm looking for, where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here, there it is. So yesterday, at the end of the day yesterday, the points were St. David's Catholic Secondary School at 120. I love saying secondary. It's not the right word, but I like saying it. St. David Catholic Secondary School 121.50. The Anglican High School 104, followed by Boca at 61, St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary at 53.50, SJC, SG, St. George 50, and St. Andrew 47. So that was like the top five. And in the boys, the male division, the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School with 163.50, followed by the Grenada Boys Secondary School 142. And then we have St. David's Catholic Secondary School 67, followed by PBC 63, and McDonald College 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. McDonald College with 57. So that was the point standing for at the close of the games yesterday. So at the end of today, Kamal, yes, we need to protect her. Listen, she is super, super amazing. What? Wait, where all these Boca people come out of my life? Where all you from? How come I doesn't see all of a sudden y'all coming and Boca up my thing? Listen, we ain't seen all here during the week. We want to see all the Mr. Kishon Thomas. All of a sudden coming here talking about say the word Boca with Grace. Which Grace? Boca. Janelle, morning sis. My mind was on you yesterday, but anyways, you're good. Don't stop into this secondary. Listen, Kenroy is a class act. This is what I look forward to every intercall. I wish it would have Kenroy do the entire thing just to hear they St. Andrews Secondary School. And listen, I need my kids. Can I have some tissue, please? My eyes are making my mascara. St. Andrews. I love Kenroy, but anyway, serious things. So we all think so. And apart from that, today is also we're gonna decide what's his name, Vibes Cartel. Um, I don't want to smudge my thingy, but there's water in my eye. We're gonna decide Vibes Cartel. The Privy Council will decide Vibes Cartel fate today, if he's gonna be released or remain incarcerated. Remember, brought his case to the Privy Council. So if that doesn't work, oh boy, all you Vibes Cartel fans, y'all. So yeah, this one's self about free world boss. If it doesn't work for him, y'all world boss will not be free at any time. You only see outside according to them when he's going to his doctor visits or if they're taking them somewhere. But we'll see how it goes. I keep on refreshing that page to see, but I'm sure as soon as we get word whether it's freedom or incarceration, we'll know. But free world boss. So as I was saying, back to the Intercol. At the end of the day, we'll know who will reign supreme, who will remain, who will be the new Intercol. But it's going definitely going to go down to the wire. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Everybody's going to be coming with the energy and coming with the intention to win, right? Kelly says St. David's Catholic Secondary School. Listen, hey Peter Joseph, morning. St. David's Catholic Secondary School and the Anglican High School for the last couple of years have dominated that top position. So we going country or we stay in town? Is it PBC? Yeah, PBC have been trying very well in recent times. Okay, once about Gaza. Listen, y'all Gaza will only see sunlight when they let him outside. But either way, St. David Catholic is east. Whether it's east, the east side today. East. That's where we heading today. Country, both country vibe. Me no but all in tongue. Fight up with all the green in tongue, but for blue and we red. Y'all can decide. Hey Janique, welcome. Y'all can decide which way it's gonna swing. But for me, east. But jokes aside though, I think there is a bit of concern. I need to stop laughing. You're gonna make me mess up my thing. There's a bit of concern regarding an one of the races, um and the fans or past pupils or the pupils, they are not too happy about um the Intercol. Well, let's call it Intercol drama, where explaining why the GBS's athlete re-entered the event qualifiers run by himself and as a result qualified for the finals. And people have been asking, is that fair? And do the rules governing the games make such allowances? And if yes, under what circumstances did was that granted to the athlete yesterday? So based on what I saw, someone posted, they said like the reason before the loss is critical, the rational, and they're saying it's obvious his reasoning had merit, which is why the officials were in a lengthy discussion before making the decision. There was a false start, the official called false start, but the gun jammed. They attempted to check footage, and the technician said the camera system went down, so they couldn't verify. So someone is asking, the official called false start, how come none of the other participants heard? How did he call it vocally with the gun? What? They also ask, there are two or more guns on the starting block, there is always a backup. The starter could even call it back. Why no other gunshot? Another said there was absolutely no false start. The race started perfectly. So, in the interest of the games and transparency and accountability and preserving the good name of the game, according to, I saw something from Jared which made sense, asking for an explanation of the rule and its application in this instant, which makes the process transparent and the decision justifiable and fair. The reason being there is a public outcry which can escalate if the GBSS wins the Intercol even by a small margin. And to prevent this, an explanation of the rule and its application should be given. And like he said, the outcome is the good name and the competitive spirit within which Intercol is conducted in a fair and transparent atmosphere is preserved. So, like Brent says, what was the infraction? What was the protest? What was the timeline? What are the rules? How was the remedy arrived at? I think it's only fair that an explanation be given so we wouldn't have all these things out there. What exactly transpired and why was the athlete given the opportunity to run against the time by himself? Yeah? And inquiring minds would like to know. We would like to know. Any other questions you would like to know about? Also, of course, the March Pass was introduced to the games, and expectations were high. So much so, y'all convent girls St. George already deemed yourselves winners. Well, at least the past pupils. And the ladies didn't even lift a foot yet. And you all were already crowning and claiming ownership of March Pass. But that's not how it works. Where is Pepsi not on the live? Yeah, Pepsi finally got something to blow her trumpet about with her purple guys. So big up. You know what I realized this year? Like some of the schools that you don't normally hear much of, um, they're definitely making their presence felt in some way. You know? And I'm looking forward to definitely seeing more of them. We have so I don't like multitasking. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. Why is it not coming up? I'm looking for the page to get the official results. Somebody help me with the results for Luxury Reach. I like to know when Happy Hill will get their flowers. Miss Alicia, I just congratulated Frank. You want to see the games live? Frank, you have to go on TNR or one of them and pay for it. They don't have no free games here unless you have cable or you have GBN or one of them. That's how you seen it. They don't have no free games here, Frank. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. What's your name? Tizik.com. So you had to pay for it. So, anyways, they did look very nice in their purple blazer. And remember, even before the end of it, I did post, so I know a thing or two about March Pass. I did post that they looked very, very outstanding. So from jump, they really stood out amongst everybody. That purple looked really, really, really good. So I saw it. The of course my alma mater, St. Joseph's Convent. That's what they're known for. Both convents known for marching. We may not have the very, very, very best athletes every year, but I still see they're holding their own going into today's final day. they're at fourth and fifth. So it's obvious that maybe with some more work and some more athletes, you can see them at the top at some point. Nobody reigns forever. As much as you can for a while, it's never forever. And there's new and budding athletes coming up. Listen to Pepsi now, but thank you, we do try. Pepsi, you ever run? You behaving like Selvon right now. You know what I realize? Them past pupils who never even, all they used to do in school is run them out and run for break time and run to eat their lunch before time. They are the ones making the most amount of noise on social media as if they were some big athletes. Kizzy's another one. Kizzy, you ever run in school? She gone already or she's still here? Medal presentation is going on. What you want to see? Kizzy's another one. Kizzy, Pepsi, Selvon, Ray, all those that have the most to say. And playing which relay? Around a relay, 1 second leg. Were you suppress Kisha on your mouth? How much, Kizzy, that Pepsi, that second leg you ran, how much did you place in the second leg? And Kizzy too. Listen to them relay. I'm talking about running 80, 100 meter, 200, 1500. I'm talking about running. Not, I was younger, so I ran prep sub. That ain't even count. Forget it. Half of y'all didn't do nothing for all your school except give trouble. But busy to talk. Come on, Kizzy afraid to drive. No, she get versed now. She got brave on the road now. She ain't panicking as before. Listen, I get a ride with Kizzy one time. All I was doing was mashing bricks on Kizzy and holding on to the side that she didn't. I don't like driving with car drivers. You do driving dry. Stay on the road. Anyway, Jackie, you never ran either. You ran from 1 to 5 from McDonald College to your home down in what you call down there, Bushiri. Half of y'all never ran, just like me. All we did was run our mouth. Everybody you see that loud, you never participated in no. I ran, but I never came down to town. Let's put it that way. I stayed up in Grenville. I wasn't fast enough to come down to town. So back in the day, it was points at your house. So I ran for points at your house a couple times, but it wasn't good enough to bring me in town. So I came down to town.
LMS Gilbert, WA Business Audio.
Elibas Gilbert calling me early. Hold on. Elimas, good morning.
Good morning, darling. Good morning.
So are we
Straight to the
repping
point,
for
and I got
the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School?
yes, sir. I remember when I used to go stars, they used to put police around us in Queens Park. That is in the days of Livingston, Nelson,
Nelson.
Eugene, Laquisha, and all of them.
That used to be
Yeah.
Intercol. Them days was Intercol.
I want to mention something. I heard a lot of people complaining about your friend, Jason Skate. He's a commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say he bias bad. I don't sugarcoat him nothing. They say he bias bad. They say if GBSS day for third and a school or other school day for first, you don't focus in on who day for first. And GBSS third and GBSS, you don't call it not who coming first.
Elimas, hold on, Hold on.
Views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95.
Continue. Let me make sure my disclaimer off. Run your mouth now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. You can speak now.
Yeah, they say Jason very biased. So you have to talk to him about that. We don't want that. Back in the days, they used to
Hello.
do that when,
Jason not representing Power FM at Intercol. He working and getting paid for tea an hour. So you need to speak to Mr. Richie Oliver.
Oh, okay, all right. But because I know he's there, anytime he come on your program, you have to shake him up about that. They have to stop them things. They just behave like Grenade Ice Storm only. Grenade Ice Storm. You understand? They have to stop that. I go through it in the music thing too, so I know how they think. They have to stop them things there. And when them country children for a long Red Cross taking the time. When it's tongue children, they're moving quick. I said, it happens for years. Yeah. Once you don't go to school in PBC and you don't go to school in tongue, they feel you don't go to school. Straight, I don't sugarcoat enough. I see it happen all my life. And it happen in music. Have a wonderful
Elymus, let me ask you that. You used to run in SAS or McDonald? Elymus, where you really went to school? Where you really went to school? McDonald College or SAS? Because Jackie's saying McDonald College.
I start in SAS.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to live in Paradise soon after the park. Soon after
Progress Park. Mm-hmm.
I used to live right there.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was staying there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then she moved to Carico, and after she moved to Carico, as usual, you know, put people children with the bus and everything. So I went to McDonald College for a few months, and then I migrated to the United States.
So you never went SAS?
Yeah, well, SAS first. I went SAS, and I used to live in Paradise while I was going to SAS.
Oh, okay.
Close to the park. I went SAS for about 3 years until Form 3, somewhere around there. Form 3.
Oh, okay.
And then after my sister went to Carico.
Oh, so you went back up to such a. All right.
I went to McDonald College because you know how we go put people children in the bus every day.
Okay.
You know them stories.
So you ever participated in athletics? You run for any one of them?
I find you insulting my intelligence. Do your history.
I
We
don't.
are living Stanley, which was the fastest I passed through.
Which fastest? I've never
Just so you
heard.
want to upset my day?
Elymus, I've never heard Elymus, Inspector Hitman Hurricane Roger Gilbert name call in no sporting discipline whatsoever.
Call Simmons. You know Mr. Simmons?
Yes,
He
I know
was the
Mr.
game
Patrick
master.
Simmons.
Yes, when I used to go SAS, he was the game, but he was the He was. Talk to Mr. Simmons.
So
I
you
find you insulting my intelligence.
you ever come down in tongue? You passing up?
Oh, you mean? I tell you, me, I live in Stanley, which I live in Stanley, was the 3 fastest I passed through SAS. Do your homework. If you do your homework, you wouldn't ask me that question. And I never raised my voice for you. I never want to raise my voice for you, but you upsetting me.
You vex about it.
Livingston Nelson. You heard about Livingston
Of
Nelson?
course, so I mean I know more Kumar.
And Eugene Liquish?
Of course.
And you never hear about Eli?
No, that's why I'm saying I have a problem because I ain't seen nobody on the live saying saying that you used to be.
With all the respect I have for you, I call him back to program. You insult my intelligence.
All I want is one person to call and confirm what you just said. Since I am not aware and I've never heard. I've heard numerous times about Eugene and Livingston and all of those athletes, but I never hear you.
We won 5 years in a row.
They say the only thing you used to run is woman on your mouth. And it's your family that's
Have a wonderful day. May God bless you.
have a wonderful day as well. Yeah, you can't answer that one because you well know. Anybody in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique have any evidence to support Mr. Elymus' claim that he was top athlete and used to Ashton McSween and all of them? That Mr. Elymus Gilbert was any top athlete? I need you guys to present me that information. Bring that information to the forefront because I've heard of all kind of athletes and never hear Inspector name calling anything. Elymus at that time in anything. Specky used to run behind the school to beat drum and sing. That's the only thing he run into us. And he pregnant about it the way as if I'm stupid and I know better. Anyways, Brand says, let me see what's going on there. Social commentary is largely in part about dominance. We are too emotionally attached to the school, so we are screaming bias. That's something that we always have. And I don't think it's ever going to change because of people's emotional attachment to their schools. You're probably going to think, okay, well, the commentators, they're not saying enough about that school, or you're going to find that. So I don't really I don't even get involved in that too much because I understand it. That's how we wire. That's how we are. When it's for us, we're going to be in full agreement. And when it's not, we always find some fault somewhere. We're going to think this person is being biased towards a particular school. But in all fairness, I know Jason to be very professional and very passionate about what he does, and he will not get himself involved in anything that he wouldn't give less than 100 to. And he's all for getting the information, knowing what he's talking about, and have never heard or seen him in any capacity being biased or being. I've always seen him as a true professional in this career as a media practitioner. I've always seen him as that, but that's just what I see. I can't tell people what to see or what they think. We're always gonna have this person bias, and they're more leaning towards this or they're more leaning towards that. But that's how it is. So I hope everything will be taken in good faith, and the last day we'll have a good end of Intercol 2024. May the best school win. Let it be an exciting day, fun, safe day. I know that stadium is going to be filled to capacity with both students and past pupils, past students, what have you. So just want to wish everyone a safe day, and encourage us to all be on our P's and Q's. There are rules governing the game, and that's. You have a next one. Which one? I'm not. The thing about it is, when I'm listening, I don't even listen to, because as you can see now, if I'm in studio, I'm just looking. I'm not hearing the commentary. I'm just seeing, because I'm not able to put up the volume, and it's too much work to remember to put it up and turn it down every time I open the mic. Sometimes I just unconsciously open the mic and then I have to scramble to turn it down, so it's just down while I'm viewing it. So I'm not able to hear what they're doing. But for what I've heard, like when I go home and I look at it, to me, they're doing a good job. I don't know. I honestly can't find fault. Maybe the only fault I would find is not being too au fait with the school, who's representing what school, the names, pronunciation of names, and getting the information from the ground to the commentator's booth in quick time, and utilizing technology more to have all the names and everything line up. If I had to complain, that's the only complaint I had. But other than that, to me, they're doing a good job. The quality has definitely risen. They're talking about the sun and birds. We're talking about the games. In past time, we had people all over the place, up and down the place. But this round, you're getting, good commentary that matches what's happening on the field. Morning.
How can I go through this day without checking in and saying hi to you?
Who calling and tell you they're running the mouth on you?
Nobody. I hear that. I just came up for air for a little bit, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and then I stumbled on Eli Gilbert, and I was laughing hard at him. And I put up 3 syllables, and I asked, what is his name? Eli Mus. So say it slow.
Eli
Mus. Break it up in 2. Eli Mus.
Eli Mus.
He must lie.
What's going on over there, though? What's going on? They seem to have.
It's my good friend. It's my good friend. I can't. We tight like that, so nobody else is going to get away with that.
Yeah. But what's happening in the stadium? I see people, they come over here complaining that the feet or something down. What's happening?
I tell you what happened. What I understood happened. The reaction to the pay-per-view was so overwhelming on the final day that the folks who are in charge of the pay-per-view outside of Grenada, not us here locally, their system couldn't handle the numbers.
Ooh.
What ended up happening is that there was an influx of people, in excess of 3,000 people, within like a 15-20 minute period, that went on to that pay-per-view, and it basically, for want of a better phrase, crashed their site.
Crashed it. Okay.
You understand? So it has nothing to do with us here. This is not us here at all.
Okay.
That is what I understand. Right now, this is not gospel, and I know people like to crucify people when they hear things. Remember, I said from what I hear, from what I understand. I don't
quote you.
Don't quote me.
Okay.
You understand? Because I have coat clothes. Right? All my clothes is for church or for court.
Okay, so hopefully that will be rectified and.
Yeah, me no short pants and slip pants. Me not that.
So another thing I want you to do for me for Monday, please God. There's and I spoke about it a little bit this morning, but I was just going on what I was seeing on social media, and some of it was sent in to me to ask, and I just saw Brenda raising it again regarding an explanation about the situation yesterday with the GBS student. That can escalate, and it is fair that, like she said, we all know how and why. So trust they fixed that today. So maybe you
Which
can.
which GBSS student?
The student
What
that ran against the clock by himself.
All right. Well, basically, let me break it down for you guys. What happened is over the 3 days of Intercol, we're talking about electronic systems here. The starting blocks, I'll get a perspective for where we're at in Grenada. The starting blocks that we're using now are electronic starting blocks that when you go into these blocks and you settle, and the race starter says set, because your feet are pressing back onto these starting blocks, it triggers the starting block immediately. So any movement there sends a signal that is basically saying you're getting ready to come out of the block. Now, if you come out of the block before the gun goes off, they don't have to guess who did it, because the signal is automatically sent to the control room that they can tell you lane number 5 came out of the starting blocks first. We only show you the replay for you, the viewer, to see what we already know. I wonder if you're following me.
Yeah, following you.
Right. Now, these things malfunction from time to time. It's malfunction in the Olympics too. It's just that a lot of things we don't see. You understand? It malfunctions at other international and regional games. We just don't see it.
So is that's what happened with the athlete in
what
question?
happened is that what happened is that the athlete heard a click. He heard a click because there was some movement in the block. And by the time the starter fired off the gun, what the starter was trying to do was to hold back everybody to tell them, hold on, stop. But the second click didn't go off.
And they were already down
they would have already gone. But the athlete from GBSS, being as attentive as he is, he heard the click because he was one of the closer athletes to the starter. So he held up. And when everybody kept on running, he stopped. The race didn't stop because the athletes who were so properly trained, they didn't hear a second shot, they go in for the finish line. And that is the correct thing to do.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, but we just needed some clarification.
He then went to his coach and he protested, which is the right thing to do. And when his coach launched the protest and they went back to the officials in quick time said, yes, this is what happened. We recognized it. And what they wanted to do now, they had two choices. They either called back everybody to run the race, or he had to run by himself. When they inquired of the other athletes about running the race again, quite rightfully so, the athletes and their coaches say, no, we're not running it again because we've already expended this much energy. So our time stands. Because now, if I just run and I win, and you ask me to go and run again, I might come last. And that would jeopardize me going into the finals. So it was a situation where everybody was right.
Okay.
Right?
But it makes sense. Yeah, so it makes sense. But the thing about it is,
subsequent to that, he ran by himself against the clock to qualify, and that is all that happened.
You see why communication is important? So if we had that, if we put that out there from jump, we wouldn't have this confusion and this talk of
But we said it,
biases.
You see, because
maybe we
said it because we're doing commentary. We said it.
Okay, well, I guess folks missed it. But from the game's perspective, from the Intercol games perspective, they should put something out there, clearing the air where that is concerned. Even though you guys said it, we still wanted to hear from the Intercol, the folks responsible, that a press release or something, as I say, a press release on something like that would be nice, because you know how it is, how we are.
I believe so. I mean, we
and it also, as Brent is suggesting, it also needs to be sent to all the teams as well. So there's a everybody clearly understand what took place, and and we can move on.
I tell you something, Aruna. One of the things that we continue to overlook in this modern society is the importance of a producer when we are doing events, because everybody can operate in their lane and do what they need to do. But there must be somebody responsible for coordinating this, watching it through, and picking up the slack and making sure everybody remains on that straight lane. And that person is a producer. And these games, like everything else we do, we ignore the fact that the producer is important because we don't want to pay another bill. But if we don't get into the habit of doing that is going to cost us more in the long run. And this is not just for Intercol. This is for every single thing that we do. A lot of people don't know we have a producer and a program manager, and this at Power. We have that because there's a reason why you get what you get.
There must be a
It
chain
has
of
to be
command.
flawless going out.
Yep. Correct is right. Well, I'm happy that you, Eli Musk called your name, so we were able to get a lot of things cleared.
You call the name? What you say?
I'm happy that Eli Musk called your name. But so we were able to get some clarification on a lot of things. So
No, I didn't hear you come in.
okay, well, you didn't say nothing. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking the time to call in. Appreciate you. And we shall see you on Monday, God's will.
I will deal with him.
Bye.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, that definitely went in a direction we did not anticipate. So Elimus, thank you for that. Logistics is important. And I always say that you have to know I'm not good at logistics. Denise is very good at logistics. So we always turn to her. And it shows when logistic is involved, how things run. It has the power for things to run smoothly or everything to be like market crab. Just tie up. And you can't do something and not want to invest in it in a way that you get proper results. Like Jason Whiteley said, sometimes you want to cut a buck short, but at the same time compromise the quality and integrity of something. So if we continue, Jasmine said, "Because stressing me out more than JetBlue ticket price." They're gonna figure it out. Hopefully, it's gonna be figured because, as I said, the past pupils, y'all are way more invested than even some of the students who are here in Grenada. And I am seeing empty bleachers and empty chairs for the past 2 days. But I know today the stadium will be filled, and that is something we also have to look at moving forward for next year's games. Intercol, as far as I know from attending Intercol games and attending St. Joseph's Convent, it was a day out of the classroom, but a school day. So everybody, their sister, their brother had to be at the stadium. And for the past 2 days, we're seeing a lot of empty chairs, empty bleachers. The students were not there. And by rights, they're supposed to be there. It's a school day, just not in the classroom. So we need to look at that. You're hearing of maybe cost. So we're going to have to find a way. There are sponsors. Let's get sponsors for our schools. I'm sure past people would love to chump up a 20 here, 20 there to pay for the bus. Or let's have cooler with water or whatever. Or they're responsible for, like, if they go to school and they prepare their break and they prepare their lunch. So you prepare their break and lunch, and, past pupils or sponsors we can trump up to ensure that we can pay for the buses for those who can't afford to. But something has to be done. We have to look at ways and find, ways to get that, because if they're not in the stadium and they're supposed to be at home, you're not sure if they're at home, and you're seeing them around town, not in school uniform, on the beach, somewhere. We have to work on that. It's a day in school. It's a school day, but just not in the classroom. Should be at the National Stadium. So hopefully we can figure that out for next year, God's will. All right? Divine, no, I have a funeral to attend, so I wouldn't be able to. I really wanted to, but I guess I'll catch it on TV. The rest of it, whatever that is. But I have to attend this funeral today. All right? So, guys, have a great one. I'll see you guys on Monday, God's will. Wendy is willing to sponsor a bus for next year. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's early o'clock have that conversation with the schools to find out, because they must know who are some of the students who, probably whose parents can't afford, So let's, Kim says she always sponsors. Well, so we can do it. If we get an early start to it, get the prices, and it's not like pound and crown to pay a bus to come down. Normally, if it's like $5, they charge a couple more because it's just a drop and then to pick up. All right. So let's see if we can get that for next year, God's will. Everybody have a great day. Pepsi, go support your purple. See, you guys are doing big things. All the Boca secondary students, have a good one as well. Past pupils and everybody else of all the secondary schools, have a good one. All right? Be safe and may the best school win. We'll talk about that on Monday. See y'all.